Hey y'all, hey, I'm Ashley, and this is For Dizzy Birds. On this channel, we use a zero-based budget, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to actually make saving fun. My husband and I both work full-time. We've got two awesome boys, two crazy corgis, and a new kitty cat, and a life that never slows down. So staying on top of our money has to be simple and attainable. We have big goals to get out of debt, to get ahead on our bills, and to totally transform how we think about money. If you're ready to take control of your finances one paycheck at a time and maybe have a little fun doing it, you're in the right place. In today's video, we get to do our October roundup. We do this once a month when we're going to count up everything that is in our Save to Sync folder, find out how much we saved for our October debt payment, and put everything that is supposed to be towards its sinking fund. So it's an exciting video. It's our favorite video of the month. I hope you're ready to join us. So grab your favorite drink, your favorite snack. Happy October roundup. I can't believe we're already here. It just flew by. You will be seeing this in the last week of October. We do have another October paycheck. It comes on the very last day of October, but since that is allocated towards our November budget, we have finished all of our savings challenges for October as of this week. So it is time to count up our Save to Sync and to find out how much we accomplished, and most importantly, to see how much our debt payment is going to be for October. If you've watched a couple of our recent videos, you know we went on a vacation. I went on a work trip. There were a couple of things that were overspending issues, basically things that we didn't budget very well for, like our vacation to our camping trip, our fall break trip. And so money had to come from there. So we did get to save less during one of our weeks than we normally would. Of course, we also had a washing machine decide to break, and so we had to pay for that. So our emergency fund was essentially depleted. That combined with some overspending on our savings, overspending on our trip, led to the emergency fund being completely depleted. So while that's disappointing, the point is that we did have the emergency fund and we knew that we could take care of that emergency as it arose. And ultimately, that's what it's there for. Instead of the money going onto a credit card or creating more debt, we were able to save or save in advance and then pay for that thing when it came up. So we're going to call that a win. So it's time to see what we did save in October. I've been waiting impatiently for this day. It's exciting. So we're going to get out our Save to Sync here. And we are going to see what we did get completed in minis and tinies and any of our other challenges that were outside of our debt binder. And we will look at these first because we need to know if it was allocated to something specific, which all of them are. We need to know where to put that before we count up for our debt binder. So we've saved the debt binder for last. Okay, so let's get to it. First, let's start with getting a total amount saved in our Save to Sync. We had $8. We had $6. Oh, this one was 16. This one was 25. We had some good saves here. Here's 40. Here's 16. Here's 13. Here's 12. Here's another 12. Here's a 14. Here is 12. This one is 16. This one is 15. This one is 32. Wow, that's a good one. This one's 21, another good one. This one's 32. We worked hard on that one. This one's 15. This one is 26. This one is 20. And this one is 30. My goodness, that means we have saved a total of $381, not counting our debt binder. Now, did we start all of these in October? No. Some of these started in September, so they just got finished in October. But $381 is a pretty good save, y'all. I'm actually quite surprised by that. So $381 total saved in our minis and tinies, essentially. Okay, now what we need to do is go through and see what these are allocated for. If they're allocated to a specific sinking fund, like this one for Halloween, we're going to take that amount and set it aside for that. So we have $12 for Halloween so far. Let's see what this one is. This one's eating out, so it's its own category as well. Let's see what this $12 goes to. This is self-care and its own category. All right, what is this one? Month ahead. Okay, we love these. Okay, so we're going to set month ahead up here because that's going to go straight into the month ahead binder. That's $12. Okay, I believe this one is Little Birds and its own category. I'm running out of room for categories here. Make sure. All right, let's see. This one is month ahead, another $16. Wow, that's going to be an exciting bit of the video there. I believe this is $40 for emergency fund, so we're going to put that directly in our emergency fund today. Okay, this one is $25 for Little Birds. I believe that's here. So Little Birds is getting quite the bump. This is $16 for month ahead. Wow, month ahead. Okay, and this one is $6 for Little Birds. Another one for Little Birds. This one is $8 for, oh goodness, I believe this was month ahead. Yeah, it was. It was month ahead. We did this in our last video. I just forgot to write it on the back. Month ahead. Month ahead is going to get quite a boost today, thanks to our October savings. Okay, $30. This is for debt, so we're going to make sure we put that in our debt binder. This is Little Birds, another $20 for Little Birds. This is $26 going to self-care, which I believe is right here. Yep, this one's self-care. $15 going to eating out. That's this one right here. $32 going to holidays and celebrations, which we need for Halloween. This one is $21 for puppers, their own categories. All right, another $32 for month ahead. My goodness, month ahead. All right, self-care, which we determined was right here, right? Yep. Got to get a better system for this. All right, and then this one is going to debt, which is another $16 going to debt. Okay, this will start to make sense here in just a minute as soon as I get my chaos arranged. All right, so for emergency fund, we know we've got $40 going to emergency fund. I'm going to make a note over here so that I don't forget that. Okay, I'm going to put that. I don't know why I wasn't using this the whole time. There we go. $40 in emergency fund. We have a total of $46 going to debt, which will actually get put in that binder today before we count it up. So we'll set that aside. All right, this one is puppers and now kittens. We're going to have to get a new category either for the cat, Olive, that we got on our trip. Okay, $32 for Halloween. We're going to just say Halloween because we need that. We had to buy costumes and candy and all of that. So it's going to go straight into its category. All right, this one is Little Birds, another big winner this month, getting a total of 13 plus 25. Whoop. Plus 6 and plus 20. So Little Birds is getting a total of 64 this month, which is pretty much already spent, honestly. Finn's got a school fundraiser and like I said, Halloween costumes, and then activities at school. So we're going to have to see what we have. Okay, so up here, this is self-care. Self-care got a total of 15 plus 26 and 12. So a total of 53 to self-care. Fantastic. That goes to haircuts, nail appointments, haircuts for both the boys and for me. So we definitely need that. Okay, up next is dining out. Another one that's a biggie for us. We tend to overspend in this one. Probably need to up our budget or stop eating out. 15 plus 14. So a total of 29 for eating out. Okay, so that will just go into its appropriate sinking fund. Okay, and then last up, oh, another one for Halloween. We should have added that to the other Halloween. So we're going to add $12 to 32 for a total of 44 for Halloween. All right. And then I'm going to find my little Halloween. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay. Okie dokie. So those are all the sinking funds that are going to go straight into their appropriate bucket. Some of that's already been spent recently in the last week, and some of it is going to sit in its high yield savings account if we haven't spent it yet. Now, the two important ones that we don't want to, well, there's actually three that we don't want to mess up today. Number one is our emergency fund for $40. So we're going to take this $40. I'm going to actually trade it in for 220s in my bank here. And we're going to get out our emergency fund book and we're going to go ahead and put that in right away. Because we definitely need to be working heavily on that. So we need 4 new colors for our little friends here. And we will get that $40 right in there. No hesitation. I'm excited to see this getting back up. We're going to have to step it up a notch since we had to deplete it. But with Christmas coming, we can just do what we can do, right? And that's just the story of life. Life be lifing. I don't know if you caught in one of my last videos too. We also just this week found out that Finn is going to be having surgery on his ears. It's been a long time coming. He's had a lot of issues since he was a little guy that led to hearing difficulties and speech impediments and all of that. And they are finally ready. He's a candidate to have some grafts done on the inside of his ears to help him. It's really to avoid hearing ear infections, but will also improve his ability to hear over time as well. So we're going to be doing that the first week of November. We wanted to get it done before the holidays so that he would have plenty of time to recover and wouldn't have that happening to him while we were having all the holiday fun. So, that's great. We're glad that we're doing that, but it was a little bit of a surprise that the cost of that surgery is going to be out of pocket for us, about $1,000. Still great considering insurance covers 90%. So I really wouldn't want to see the bill without it. All right, so we're putting our $40 in, and since, like I said, we were recently depleted, we are now at $90. So we put 50 in this week and an additional 40 thanks to our October roundup. So that is our first order of business, is our emergency fund savings. Okay, the next exciting one is we'll save debt for last. Let's get our month ahead taken care of. We have an exciting amount for month ahead. Let's add this up and see what we have. All right, so we had 32 that we saved with HeyK Budgets. That's amazing. We had 8 that we saved just this week for a tiny. Just goes to show, guys, these small amounts, they add up. 16, which was a mini that we completed this week. And 16 was another mini we completed last week. All right, and then last up, Becca Budget 777 helped us save $12. So if we did this right, it's a total of $84. Let me get this organized and make sure that we counted this properly. And that, if that is true, we've got a pretty good amount to put towards month ahead, and we might even be able to finish out another category, which would be super exciting. This is becoming one of my favorite things. Okay, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 72, 74, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. $84. All right. So if we have $84 going into month ahead, let's check and see here what we have going in our binder after this week's savings. So we have already fully funded one, which is the home security, and we're working towards our lawn care at $80 a month. And let's see what we have in here so far so we can see how much we need to finish this one. All right, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36. So 80 minus 36 means we need $44. All right, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 44. So this $44 going in here actually will complete this category. And we're going to condense down while we're in here. But how exciting is that? We have now completed our second category of month ahead. So let's see if we can condense this down. 20 there. There's another 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. There's another 20. 5, 10, 15, 16, and 20. So another 20. So we have a total of 20, 40, 60, and 80 in lawn care. So don't want to miss the exciting piece here. We get to color in all of our hearts and finish out, put a fully funded slip in lawn care. And we still have some more to go. So that is very, very exciting. Thanks to our minis and tinies. Again, guys, I know that we say it a lot. I didn't believe it when I first started cash budgeting, but these small amounts, as long as you're consistent and you keep going, it seems like you're not doing much and it's taking a long time. And then out of nowhere, they are just large amounts. There's just no way around it. These tiny challenges and mini challenges make a huge difference as long as you stay consistent. Okay, so we are finishing our second category, which is really exciting. So that means this one and this one are both completed, and we're going to see how much we're able to put towards internet today. Okay, so we needed 100 total. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. So we're going to put a total of $40 more in here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. So I'm going to trade that in for $40 just to make this easy. So we're putting an additional $40 into our internet, which is a total of 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, and 67. That means we now only have $33 to go on this one. Okay, so with 20, 40, 60, 65, 67, 67 divided by 5 means we should have 13 hearts colored in. Let's go ahead and get those colored in. All right, so there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is wonderful. This is so much fun. I really love this style, this snowball style of month ahead savings. And I did not think that it would be this easy. Again, I'm finding $30 a week to put towards this, plus allocating some minis and tinies. And not every month is, going to have this much growth, but when it does, it's really exciting. So, all right, so we've got our money in here, our 67, if I remember correctly. We've now completed 2 categories. So when we come back to this next week, we will bring our $30, which typically each envelope gets $3. Now, any envelope that's completely funded no longer gets the $3. So that's $3 and $6. That means we're going to be adding $6 plus the weekly 3 here. So this one's going to start getting $9 every week until it is paid off. or fully funded. And we know that's about $33. So if we do the math, that means we're about 3 weeks and some change away from completing this challenge, or completing this category, and so on and so on. So we're going to start to see some growth as we start to complete these challenges, and that's very exciting. Again, this product here is a digital download in my Etsy and Ko-fi shop. If you like this style with the cute watercolor houses, it also comes with blank options. I did put some categories in that I thought were pretty common for folks, but there are definitely blank ones also for you to write in what you're specifically saving for. So check that out if you're interested in that style. Okay, all right, that leaves debt. Another exciting moment for us, right? It's one of our biggest, it is our biggest goal, really, is to get out of consumer debt this year and next year. So we are putting towards a snowball amount every month, and then any extra we are also putting through. So we have a couple of things we need to do. We've completed this one, and I believe we've completed our spooky budget set. We have a couple in here that we hadn't completed this past week, so we were going to see if we could maybe do that. I'm going to basically just put this money here and save with it until we run out, and then put the rest towards that 2026. And when we are done, we're going to get to count it all up. All right, so we have our tarot card set that I created. It is only 2 cards left, so let's start there. Let's see if we can finish it up. We have the Fool and the Reader. Oh, y'all, I'm the reader. I love books. Such a heavy reader, if you didn't already know that about me. So that is definitely my tarot card. Okay, so we have 14 here and 12, so definitely not small numbers. Let's add up and see how much we're going to owe this challenge. 26, 25, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 26, leaving us an even $15 for this challenge. Let's go ahead and put this in. We'll count it all here in just a minute. So it's going to be a very exciting surprise. I apologize in advance if this video is too long. We just have too much to get done. It's exciting. We wait for it every month, right? Okay, we did finish. Yes, we finished Hey Hey. We finished 4 Dizzy Birds. So that just leaves our 2025 in 2025, which we are working really hard to get finished. $15. Oh, nope, I'm sorry. I lied. It's $20 even. Let's just double check to make sure we completed everything that's already in here. We finished April's Fresh Start, Spooky Budgets, Tarot Cards. Hey K's is definitely completed. We completed ours for 4 Dizzy Birds, so that just leaves this. That means we get to put an even $20 into our 2025 challenges, because we are working hard to get this one done. All right, let's go ahead and just pick a 20, and let's do here in the spring section. $20 going into 2025. In 2025, we have a big goal to go ahead and finish this one, even though we got behind last year, because I don't like starting things and not completing them. It bothers me. Anybody else like that? We will probably also do hers. This is Nita's Almost Organized Owl. We're also going to do her 2025 and 2025. Her 2026 and 2026. All right, y'all. So we've now allocated all of our savings out. We know what we have in all of our other categories except for debt. So we are now going to get to count up all the things that we saved. Up first was the Spellbound or Spellboard that we saved with our beautiful budgets. This fun little game, if you remember that, we finished it up a couple weeks ago. We're going to count up and see how much we saved in that, because it will go towards our total saved for October's debt. Okay, so I'm just going to pull all of this out and we're going to add it up. Now, again, we have already pulled whatever was in this game when we did our September roundup. So because with debt, we are not leaving money in our debt binder at the end of the month, we are taking whatever we have. If we're not completing the challenge, we're going to carry it over. But if there's money in here at the end of the month, it's going towards debt. Big rule for our debt payoff. Okay, so this will be the Spellbound book. Let's see how much we saved. Let's get this organized. All right. So for Spellbound, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. So $60 even if we did the math correctly on that one. $60 for Spellbound. 10, 20. We need to move these things. 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 40 plus 20 is 60. So $60 for just that challenge this month alone. All right. So we're at $60 so far for our debt payment. Again, we have a snowball amount that is our minimum payment based off of things we paid off previously. All right. In April's Fresh Start, we saved the 25. That was intended for her challenge. Cute little spooky ghost. All right, let's check spooky budgets. We've been doing their tarot cards or their Hocus Pocus cards. Make sure I got all the money out of that. Yep, I did. All right. 20, 40, 45, 50, 51, and 52. So $52 just this month alone for our spooky budgets challenge. We are up to 137 for our debt payment this month. All right, so up next is my set of tarot cards. Let's see how much we saved this month with that. I'll get it organized here. All right. So 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, and 3. So $63 for the tarot cards. We are now at an even $200 payment. And if I remember correctly, our snowball amount for the month right now should be $245. So we are just shy of that at this point. All right, Saving with Friends. We have our Hey K Budgets Beetlejuice Challenge, one of my favorites. We finished it. It should be 65. Let's see if we did the math right on that. It might not be 65 anymore because we probably pulled some from it last month now. That's correct. We have to get used to this new style. All right, 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, plus 36. So 236 so far for our debt payment. All right, thank you for that, Hey Kay. Such a cute challenge. All right, up next we had, we did not finish this one. We probably should have, but oh well, time is of the essence. We did not finish our kitty cat here. I thought we had. All right, so this one got 21, 257. So we are now over our snowball amount. And our 2025 is going to be the final determination of how much we saved over our snowball amount. Okay, let's get this. Okay. This seems like a lot, but I think this is correct. I will double check that I didn't forget to take the money out last month, but it seems right based on what I know we were able to save this month for debt. So in the 2025 challenge, currently we have 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. So 129. Okay, so our final total of debt payment for this month is, dun dun dun, what do you guys think it is? You can see it right there on the calculator, $386. So $245 was our minimum snowball payment. Based on our debt payoff plan, we were able to set aside a little bit more this month for $386. So we will go to the next consumer debt on our list, our next smallest one, and make either a full payoff on that card or put this amount towards that card so that we are that much closer. So $386, not a small amount. That's a great debt payment. We're very excited and grateful that we were able to do that in the month of October, considering all the things that came up, including 2 trips, and a washing machine that decided to crap out on us. So $386 for debt for October, and that's exciting. Thank you all for hanging in there this month. I hope you're as excited as I am to make this debt payment. Paying debt's not super fun, but it feels nice when you're making progress. Okay, so I'm going to take this $386. It's going to get transferred over to the appropriate debt. All of the money that I have set aside here in the sinking funds will go to their appropriate buckets to cover expenses in each one of those categories. And come next week, on our next set of videos, we will be starting fresh for November. So that is super exciting. Okay, so let's find out our total amount. We have $381 from minis and tinies, and $386 for debt. That means a total of $767 was saved in October, or at least completed in October. So that is very, very exciting. I am so grateful to each and every one of you who are watching and commenting and hanging out with us throughout this journey. We are so excited to see our channel grow. I do know I wanted to share, just in case you didn't catch it in the last video, I did release a new product in the Ko-fi and the Etsy shop. It's a digital product, but it is the 4 Disney Birds Christmas Box Challenge. It is, I think, super cute. Of course, I designed it, so maybe I'm a little biased, but it is a pretty substantial save for those of you who maybe either want to use it this Christmas season, or if you want to start saving for 2026's Christmas, which is how we're going to be using it. But I wanted to make sure that you knew that that was in there. I will post also on the community page to let you know that that's up, but it should be up and ready if you want to download that. It's going to take, I would think, a while to save through this, so that's why I think it's going to be good for our 2026. But if you want to play it this Christmas season, go ahead and get it. And I guess I'll see you guys in our next video, which will be our November budget and our very first debt binder video for November. All right, so thanks for hanging in. I hope to see you in the next one. Until I do, y'all hang in there.